My grandma passed away recently. I'm 30 years old, and this is the first time I've really experienced the death of someone close to me. We grow up understanding that loss is a part of life, but nothing really prepares you for it. Her death shook me. It forced me to stop, reflect, and ask some hard questions. How do you even begin to heal? Why do I feel so much regret? Life is short, and do I actually like the direction my life is heading? I'll be honest with you, I was struggling with an overwhelming feeling of guilt about not spending more time with her. Last year, my nana turned 80 and our family in London threw her a huge party. I was meant to fly down from Australia to celebrate. At that time, I was chasing another promotion at work. I was saving for a second property and I had this long list of goals that I was working towards. I told myself there'd be plenty of time to visit her later. I didn't realize that this decision to not go would come back to haunt me nearly a year later. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. It's great to be ambitious, but if it comes at the cost of time with the people you love, it's not worth it. This time, I didn't want to make the same mistake, so I dropped everything, took time off work, and flew to London to say goodbye. I'm turning 31 soon. If I live to 81 like my nana, I'm nearly 40% of the way through my life. It's a cliche, but time really does fly. My last real holiday was 8 years ago, when I backpacked through Europe. At that time, it felt like the entire world was at my feet. Since then, I've been stuck in the rat race, earning degrees, chasing promotions, and building my career. Nana's passing made me realize just how burnt out I really was. So during my visit to London for the funeral, I booked a mini break to Amsterdam. It might sound odd, but it felt like something she would have wanted for me. She always reminded me that life was meant to be enjoyed, not just endured. So for the first time in a very long time, I gave myself permission to slow down and take time to process and heal. I came across a book called The Grieving Process that helped me understand what I was feeling. It said that grief isn't just an emotional state, it's a learning process. Our brains build mental maps of the people we love. Just like you don't have to relearn the route to work every day, you don't have to think about where your loved ones are. They're just part of your world. When someone dies, these mental maps don't just update instantly, and that's why grief feels so strange. It's your brain updating these mental maps and trying to adjust to a new reality. Every day without them is your brain slowly learning that they're not here anymore, and it slowly updates your mental maps. Grief takes time because healing, like learning, is a slow process. The circumstances of my nana's passing that forced me to pause and reflect on my life, they weren't easy, but in a strange way, I felt like this was my nana's final lesson to me. Life is short, tomorrow isn't promised. Don't put off telling someone you love them. Don't keep delaying joy. If there's one thing that I hope you take from this, it's this. Call someone you love, let them know that they matter, and give yourself time, whether it's a day off, a trip, or even an hour for you to just focus on living, because life moves quickly, and if we're not careful, we'll blink, and one day we're going to wake up and realize that we missed the parts that really mattered.